closing time. Open all the doors and let you out.
Sandy absolutely rocks. She's going above and beyond each and every single day, from making closings as easily and smooth and quickly as possible for our borrowers, branches, and originators.
She's like the Tom Brady of closings. You could have a closing at the 9th hour and she's gonna drop a Hail Mary and it's gonna close. So you know that she's gonna get it done.
Sandy is always a consummate professional in our company. She always goes above and beyond to help us. Whether we have a rush closing or a last minute situation that needs attention, Sandy's always there to make sure that the process goes smoothly and that the client is as happy as possible.
Sandy is very responsive to the needs of us originators. She realizes that we're under pressure from all sides, and she will do what we need to do if she can. If she possibly can do it, she'll make it happen.
Sandy closes loans. She closes all of my loans, actually.
Sandy goes above and beyond all the time. There's not one situation that she doesn't go above and beyond for the retail team.
But it's not just closing the loans, it's the attitude she has when she does her job every single day.
It's a very stressful process, the closing, and Sandy and her team do an outstanding job of making that smooth, easy, and leaving people happy.
Once it gets to closing, it's kind of like a nice sigh of relief. You're like, all right, there are no worries when it gets there.
Sandy's extremely responsive. I'll email her at 9:25 at night, and at 9:30 I get a response.
One word to describe Sandy as an employee is dedicated.
Dependable. You can always rely on her.
One word to describe Sandy would be fun.
She's nice, she's approachable, she's fun.
Dedicated, charismatic.
One word to describe Sandy, I don't know if I can come up with just one word. It's kind of hard to come up with one word that embodies everything, but I guess if I had to do one, I would say amazing.
Something about Sandy that most people don't know is that she despises if somebody goes up behind her while she's sitting in her chair and you shake the back of her chair. I personally have found it I get 20% more production out of Sandy by simply shaking the back of her chair, but most people don't know that.
I heard she's really good at underwater basket weaving.
Sandy loves to garden.
Sandy is the first and only French Canadian to grow up and live outside of Providence, Rhode Island.
She's got fabulous palazzo pants, and she likes to wear them when she's out with the girls.
Saturday night, it's Sandy's go night, and that means a few glasses of red wine, put on some makeup, crank up the classic rock music, and let it all go.
Saturday night, if she's not out following her husband's band and listening to them play, she would be at home with a glass of wine on her couch reading a good book.
On a Saturday night, you'll probably find Sandy sitting at home with a glass of wine and her iPad in her hand, closing some loans.
She'd be out dancing somewhere, I don't know.
Sandy, on a Saturday night, I anticipate would be sitting down after a nice dinner with her husband, who's a chef, having a nice glass of Pinot Grigio, watching reruns of Gilligan's Island.
Saturday night, I feel like she's in a bowling league. Newington, Bowlerama, pink bowling shirt, that's where she is.
Sandy's celebrity lookalike would be a very young, youthful Mrs. Doubtfire.
Sandy looks just like Cindy Crawford.
Susan Sarandon, definitely Susan Sarandon.
Wilma Flintstone.
Wild, blonde, curly locks. I'm gonna go with Pamela Anderson.
What celebrity wants to look like Sandy? That's the question.
She's always there, she cares about the clients, and she knows that part of our success is the experience they have when they go to the closing table.
Really couldn't ask for anything more, and we're very lucky to have her.
It doesn't say. It has 3 bars.